Buenas tardes, hermanas y hermanos en solidaridad. Good evening, sisters and brothers in solidarity. My name is Claudia Lucero. My experiences as an immigrant is the source and motivation and passion to work with immigrant communities. My family was forced to migrate to the U.S. in the 1990s because of lack of economic opportunities in Mexico. Unfortunately, even though my parents were eventually able to get a legal status, because I was already over 21 years of age, I was not able to regularize my status and live as an undocumented immigrant for many years until recently. So now I know what it is like to live in fear of being undocumented, and how broken is the U.S. immigration system. My first experience with leadership was with my own hometown association, Durango Unido. After years of helping, building the organization, and eventually had the opportunity to be the president, I also became a president of a local Mexican network of hometown associations in Chicago, CONFAMEX. But I had not the feeling that it was not enough. So I started to build, along with other national network of Mexican community organizations promoting sustainable development in Mexico. And this became what is known as La Red Mexicana. I also wanted to unite the entire Latino immigrant communities, and I joined as a board member of a transnational network of organizations called NALACC, the National Alliance of Latin American and Caribbean Communities, advocating for the rights of Latino immigrants and their families. This network allowed me to extend my work internationally. As migrants, we're capable of being social subjects of sustainable development in both of our countries of origin and in the places we have built our new homes. Our experiences teach us what is need to change economic policies so that people are not forced to migrate. And we decided to be engaged in changing those policies. But we face many challenges to this engagement. For one, we also workers, working day jobs, and the only time that we have to do this work with our communities is during the evening and weekends. Another major barrier is that we often are respected as important voices in these discussions. Even organizations in the immigrant rights movement often do not ensure immigrants themselves have a voice. Since many of us undocumented, the fear of deportation is even present, this often hampers our ability to work openly in the public. This fear has to increase with the criminalization of migration. If the UN and government and the home governments really want to engage us, they need to address the structural barriers such as prejudices, discrimination, and criminalization. Even though we were forced to leave our countries of origin, we're still part of those countries. And we want to have the right to be social actors with all our civic and political rights. We send money to our home countries in the form of remittances, which has become an important source of development funding. But we do not want to be seen such as economic contributors. It is important for us to define development, what it means, and to see from all forms in all its facets: education, health, environment, and politics. We need to be allowed to participate fully as actors in policy-making processes and to be a development advocates. But it also has to be a development model that will assure us a full access to education, health, civic, economic, and political participation. A key element of real participation is politics rights in both our countries of origin and the countries of destination. And some examples include dual citizenship, voting abroad mechanisms, and formal political participation regardless of citizenship. Migrants, we're not sources of funding for the home countries. We also the source of valuable ideas, especially in regards to changing the economic models in our home countries, expanding human and labor rights, improving our lives. As a migrant woman, I have had different challenges that I have been able to overcome. But we as a woman, we still have a long way to go to incorporate a commitment to a gender lens at this level, and we call on governments to commit to do so. Thank you.